Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another little resource pack update video. I said little, but it's not little. But yeah, we're finally back with another resource pack update video. It's been a while. Lots of changes in this update, so make sure to check them out. But okay, we're just gonna jump straight into this. And first things first, the iron bars have changed. They used to be like, well, they used to be vanilla, I believe. And I darkened them to match our, not bedrock, our iron block. Darkened them to match that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Changed the dirt up a little bit. Dirt, coarse dirt, podzol, and path block. Just to look a little bit closer to the vanilla color. Our colors were a little bit weird. Like a reddish brown, and I didn't really like it so much, so changed it up a little bit. And I like this a lot better. And then for the coarse dirt, I added in a bunch of variations to it. One with a little rock there, I think. Yeah, one with bigger rocks in here. There's just a few variations. Some of them have like parts of the regular dirt texture in them. I think this is the regular texture, the vanilla dirt. Well, not vanilla, but the normal dirt, coarse dirt. And then this one has a little bit of the regular dirt, as you can see. And then same for podzol, made it match this a little bit better. And I think I actually need to make some more adjustments to it eventually, because there's like some very obvious lines in some of them. Like it doesn't tile very great. So I need to fix that. But next up is the grass path. And I've changed this to match the coarse dirt. It's just exactly the coarse dirt texture. Because I wanted some dirt roads in my world, and some parts of the dirt road was going through like a snowy biome. And I didn't want the snow to cover up the grass or the dirt, the road. So snow layers, they can spawn on this, but they cannot go on this. So I just made the grass path that texture. I didn't really like the old one anyways, so it's kind of a win-win. And then the coarse dirt, no, the petrified oak slab, I've changed to coarse dirt. I think it looks pretty good. Of course, you're going to have to add your own recipe for this. If you just look up, I think there's like a website that you can make your own custom recipes on. So if you want to be able to craft them, you can just do that. And it should be fairly easy, I think. Next is diorite. I've added just a little bit of a color change to it, like a tannish color. Kind of similar to how we have the quartz, but just a little bit darker. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I think it looks a lot better than it used to. It looks a little bit more grungy, and it's a lot less contrasty, which I like. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Next up is all the wool colors. I've changed all of them. Some of them just slightly, some of them quite a bit. I think the biggest ones I've changed are the green wool, brown wool, and I think, oh, orange, and I think yellow. I think those are the biggest changes I've done. But I kind of just blended the 1.12 colors with the 1.11 colors. 1.12 is when they change all the colors of the wools. And then some of them I edited a little bit by bringing up the contrast or saturation and stuff like that. And I think they look pretty good. I think they're a lot more usable now. Like these two together, I like a lot more than I used to. They were just too contrasty previously. I mean, obviously they're contrasty now, but I don't know. I just like them better than they were. Next is purpur. I've changed purpur to be like a roof tile type texture to kind of match our prismarine bricks. Where is purpur? I want a full block. There we go. Oh, and I forgot about the pillar. Forgot to put that out. Here's the pillar. I think it looks pretty cool. That's weird. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that, I guess. But there's purpur and there's prismarine. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna actually even use this, but I don't know. It's okay, I think. Next up is the Sandstone. Quite a big change for the Sandstone. Sand is the new default sand. In the 1.14 snapshots, they've released the new default textures. And I just made some of my textures match that, so the sand is one of them. Changed up the color a little bit and added some noise to it to match our pack a little bit better. And then Sandstone, I've changed up quite a bit, I think, but looks much better in my opinion. Then there's Chiseled. This is Sandstone. Well, this was the Sandstone bricks. I need to rename this. And then this is Smooth Sandstone. It was the like top texture, I believe. So this used to be Sandstone bricks. Actually, I think these two were swapped. But in 1.14, they added stairs for Smooth Sandstone. So I switched them. So we have stairs and slabs for the brick. Thought it was a good choice. It's gonna mess up a lot of people's builds, I think, but I think it's a good change overall. So hopefully you're not too upset about it. I've also changed Endstone bricks and Endstone to kind of match these a bit better again. I think it looks pretty good. And then obviously End Portal frame to match those. And then Seagrass has been changed. Just a color change, I think. I think it looks much better. Now, for some reason, the item texture didn't update. I may have to do some different things for that, but I'm not quite sure why that didn't change. Ice, Packed Ice, and Blue Ice have changed. Blue Ice is my favorite. I love this texture. But changed these two back to like the old default and then changed up the colors a little bit. And this is supposed to be like big chunks of ice with snow on them and stuff like that. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. Next, we got quite a bit of changes in this building. First of all, the Allium has been changed to like a lavender type texture. I think it looks pretty nice. I like it. And then stripped dark oak wood has been changed to match the plank texture a bit better. Previously, it was like a really weird desaturated brown. It was very light. It almost looked like this texture, but just desaturated a little bit. So I changed that. I think it looks a little bit better. I'm not sold on it yet, but people in my Discord said they like it, so we're gonna keep it for now. I may make some more adjustments to it, but I don't know. And then also in here, the pink stained glass is now like an actual stained glass window. It has connected texture. I think the 3 high is the proper way to view it. If you do any more, it's gonna cause some weird things like this from time to time. Which I'll probably get worked out in the future, but I'm not exactly sure how to fix that now without it looking too weird. So, yeah, I like it. You guys have to let me know what you think of that. And then yellow stained glass, light gray stained glass, and red stained glass have been changed just slightly. This one had, previously had like this pattern with all the X's and stuff on it. So I made it match these ones, and with these ones I got rid of the corner pieces. There was like some pixels in the corners that made it look rounded. Got rid of those. I think it looks a lot better. I like it. This is another one I'm not 100% sold on, the obsidian. Yeah, I don't know. This is another one of Jappa's new textures that I kind of liked at first, but now that I'm seeing it in game, and since I've been playing with it, I don't know. I think I like it, but we'll see. I think this is just going to be one of those textures that we keep changing several times over time. So we'll see where that goes. The fern I've updated to their new fern texture. Potatoes, I've changed a little bit. I've changed up the colors of it quite a bit to feel a little bit more realistic. And then the new potato items that were in Jappa's new pack, I've added to the pack. I've changed up a little bit, like some of the colors, stuff like that. But other than that, they're pretty much Jappa's new farmland texture. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just really like this texture. New chestplate textures to match the new default. Obviously, I've made some edits to it though, to match our pack. And then new swords. They have like a little bevel, I guess is what you would call it. I have a little bevel in it now. I think it looks pretty cool. I've added in Jappa's new leather armor textures. It's not a huge difference, but I like it, so I added it. Armor stand now has a hay bale for a head. And there's a little item texture. This is only with Optifine. You'll only see this with Optifine, so without it, it'll just look like the normal armor stand. But the armor, or the item, will still be this. New chicken egg textures and chicken models, but we'll talk about that later. New smooth quartz. I made it match the diorite because I wanted a smooth texture that was in the same color as the diorite. So I changed that to match that. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. New wooden bed texture, or brown bed, wooden bench texture. Made it match our new colors for spruce, and then added a new little fancy design to it. I think it looks pretty good. And new light gray bed, which is supposed to be a stone bench. And I had some help from some people in my Discord. Pride, I'm not sure which way this is supposed to be viewed, but Pride translated my name to the, translated Jermsy to the enchantment table text. I didn't think it actually said anything. How do we, whoops, not that. I think it's this text. I didn't think it actually spelled anything, but apparently it does. So they sent me that text in that font, or whatever you want to call it. And then one of my other Discord members, Eclipsion, made it look all fancy and beveled into the stone bench. So I think it looks pretty good. I like it. My buddy Mo made these lantern textures animated. Just made them like flicker different colors or different shades. I like them. I like them better than just the static yellow, for sure. And that is pretty much it for the main pack. But now we have a new add-on for the pack. So we have, I've made a bunch of custom mob models, and some of them aren't perfect yet, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So the cow, there's 3 variations. There's like a brown, I thought this was brown, but I guess it's black. Like a black one, a white one, and then a spotted one, like a dairy cow, I think. And then pigs, got regular pink pig, a brown one, and then another spotted pig. The sheep have been changed just a little bit. I may change them even more in the future, because this was the first model I made, and then that was the last one I made, or this was the last one I made. Yeah, no, that was the last one I made. Well, okay. So this is gonna be a little bit more detailed. When I started out, I was just wanting to change up a few small things about it, and then ended up going a little crazy. So that's the sheep for now. It may change in the future. And then the horses, I've tried making them kind of their old model again, but there's some flaws. There's some serious issues with this. Like if we make a baby, look at this. The legs are sticking up out of it. If you see it, hang on, if we do this, I think. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to fix this. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. I may have to end up just removing it overall. Like, look, even the legs, whenever it does this for the adult, get screwed up. Right now, it looks perfectly fine, but if you do that, it gets screwed up. Also, if you put a saddle on it, it doesn't show up. Well, it just doesn't show up. I don't have to tame it and show you. So yeah, I don't know. We'll probably figure it out eventually. But for now, it's a little bit weird, and you'll just have to deal with it. But if we come back down here to the chickens, let's grab a spawn egg. I forgot to make one of these. I've added a new model for the chicken. This is the last one I've done, and it's probably my best model that I've done. I think that the cow and this are my favorites. But yeah, there's several variations. There's like a tan one, a brown one, a white one, a yellow one, a black one, and then this one, I don't know. It's like a rooster. I saw a lot of images of chickens like this on Google Images, so I made one. I don't know exactly what type of chicken this is, but I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, one other thing for the Terra-Cotta Add-on, you're gonna have to update that because this will show up as the roof block slab. It'll show up as this texture, so make sure you update the Terra-Cotta Add-on so you can get this texture if you want it. But that is pretty much it, I think. So, oh, no, it's not. We gotta jump over to 1.14 for a little bit. All right, we're back here in 1.14, and I've done quite a bit of changes here as well. So, first things first, you can see the little items, the crossbow items have been changed, and I've done that to match our texture pack just a little bit better. Let's get rid of that. You can see in my inventory, or in my hand, I've darkened the iron looking things on the end and then made the rope like a brownish color, or the string. And then with the firework one, I made it match our firework texture. See if I search firework, there it is. So yeah, they look pretty cool. But first things first, I should say, well, got a new loom texture, and this was made by Eclipsion from my Discord. I think I mentioned them earlier in the video. But yeah, this was made by Eclipsion. They just made it match my texture pack a little bit better, and I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I have made a few small edits to it, like lightening these brown spots, but I think it looks pretty good. I like it a lot. Nothing changed with UI. The beast, the Illager beast, I've changed a little bit. I've just smoothed out some of the textures to blend a little better, and just made it match our pack a little bit better overall. Nothing huge, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks a little bit better. Darkened the saddle there, darkened these iron pieces, which I think I might need to darken a little bit more, but we'll see if anything happens with this texture first. The pillager, haven't changed anything yet. I just wanted to show off this crossbow in their hand. This guy will get changed though. There are new flowers in the 1.14 snapshots. The cornflower, lily of the valley, and wither rose. Changed all these, and the cornflower has a bunch of variations. Much more than what you're just seeing here, but I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. And then changed up the dye textures to match ours a little bit better. And with the wither rose, I changed it to match like the old rose texture. I may change it again in the future to look a little more unique, but I thought for now it'd be kind of cool to have that rose texture back for a little bit. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. And then if we look up here or here, you could see I've changed the potion icons to Jappa's new potion icons. Let's just grab a few real quick. You can see up in the top right them changing. And I think they look very cool. I like them a lot. Ooh, fire resistance. I don't think I've seen that one yet. But yeah, look pretty cool in my opinion. I like them. Yeah, there's a lot more obviously, but that's all I'm gonna go over for now. The pandas, I've changed quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, I guess, just to match our texture pack once again. But they look fairly different. They're a lot more, I mean, they just look more noisy, more smoothed out. I like them a lot better. Here's the normal panda, brown panda. This one I'm pretty happy with. The playful panda maybe? No, which one is this one? I'm not sure which one this is. But then here's the sneezy one. The angry one, which isn't the right texture, but I'll get that fixed before I release the update. The, I guess, sad one, I think it is. And then the playful one. So I think they look pretty cool overall. I like them. And then the bamboo, I've changed just a little bit. The actual bamboo, like, tree texture, I've changed just a little bit, added some noise to it, obviously, changed the color up a little bit. Same with the leaves. And then the sapling texture, it used to be like a cross texture, kind of like these ones, but I just made it a 3D model similar to this, added some leaves sticking out of it, and I think it looks much better. And then the bamboo, or the item texture, changed up a little bit, just to kind of look, I guess, more similar to our stick. Where's our stick? There it is. It was just looking a little too smooth for me, but I like this much better. And I think that's pretty much it for this update. I'm going to be releasing a lot more smaller updates more often, like throughout my single player series, and then once 1.14 is fully released, I'll probably do a bigger video going over all the small changes I've done. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Hopefully you guys enjoy all these new features. 1.14 and 1.13, the same version will work for both game versions, at least for now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.